ago before you're going to see massive suicides happening because you don't even understand what racism is. I've gone all around the world. Even when I was with President Carter in the White House, I had to take trade missions in the third world nations, in Africa, Latin America, the Middle East. And invariably, wherever I spoke, I would ask people, do you know what racism is? I would even offer $1,000 for a person to tell me what racism is. I still got black folk today who don't even know what racism is. They talk about it. Find me one that understands what racism is. Every time I ask them, what's racism? Well, Dr. Anderson, racism is not liking somebody. It's prejudice, it's bigotry, it's hatred. No, it's not. Racism is a competitive relationship between groups of people that are competing for the ownership and control of wealth and resources and power. That's what racism is. Racism is a group phenomenon. Racism is a team sport. You cannot be participating in racism if you don't play as a team. You can't correct it. You're not even in the game. Racism is like football, basketball, and baseball. You play as a team or you lose. And I got all these so-called educated blacks in America on TV, heading up civil rights organizations, getting elected to public office. Don't you understand what racism is? That's why they don't do anything.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. Knowledge 2 on point. Yeah, I said Kid Star. But yeah, you know, I got it's a little debate going on right now, and you know, the boy Nolan had did a video the other day talking about, can black people be racist? And you know, I commented on his video and I said that no, black people cannot be racist. And you know, I had I don't know if this is a guy or a girl, you know, it could be a hermaphrodite or whatever, you know, Alexis James or some shit. I don't know who the fuck he is. They had no picture, no subscribers. And you know, they basically came at me talking some dumb shit saying, you know, your name shouldn't be Knowledge because you don't know, and black people can be racist. And then I had another brother, you know, he actually made some good sense. You know, he was saying how, you know, that, well, let me back it up. I had wrote the dumbass Alexis Jones saying that, you know, we're the minority here in this country, you know, and then he had wrote back saying, you know, you want to get technical, you know, we're the majority and the white people are the minority. And I told him, I say he's absolutely right about that, but because we don't own any economical power, we're considered as a minority. But you know, I didn't mind, you know, anybody disagreeing or whatever. This is not really an opinion, you know. Some people might convey it as an opinion, but it's really not. You know, it's a fact. And, you know, this is why I tell people, you know, do your research. You know, don't just talk out the side of your ass or go by what, you know, Uncle Ruckus said, or, you know, or whatever, you know, just your little society thought. Do your research, take some classes. I told a dumbass, I said something smart. I said, go take a sociology, race, and ethnicity class. You will learn about all these different terms that a lot of people use and really don't know the true definition of it. And the reason why I said black people cannot be called racist is because we've never had any power in this country. When you look at the term racist, this is when a group or a nationality has power to affect not only one individual, but affect political issues, affect economical issues, and affect global issues within another ethnicity. Black people have never had that type of power. Everybody knows, if you have common sense, that in America we have white privilege and that's it. There is no black privilege, there's no Hispanic privilege, there's no green, blue, purple, orange privilege, but there is white privilege. So when people come around and say, okay, well, black people can be racist, you know, it's really an uneducated remark. Now, black people can be prejudiced, but we cannot be racist. And I'm going to give you a prime example. I can go as a black man into a job, you know, fill out an application, and the boss can say, I don't want to hire him because he's black. Now, you can call that white boss a racist, because guess what? Not only is he being prejudiced and he's being racism against me as a black man, but he's hindering my people as a whole, because he still has that white privilege here in America. Now let's reverse it. Let's say I'm the boss somewhere, a black boss, and a white person comes in and says, you know, here's my application, blah blah blah, and I say I don't want to hire him because he's a white person. You can call me prejudiced against white people, but you cannot call me a racist. You know why? Because I don't have any black privilege in this country. At the end of the day, that white guy still has white privilege. He still can go out and find him a job a lot quicker than the African American male is. I'm not holding him back. I'm not holding his people back. I'm being an asshole and I'm being prejudiced because I don't want to accept his application off of my own personal viewpoints. But you cannot call me a racist, because at the end of the day, I don't own any power in this country by my nationality. And you know, I tell people, you know, learn your history, do your research. Don't just talk and you know, say shit that you think and you don't really know. Everything is not hand in hand. You know, just because a white person can be racist, it doesn't mean a black person can be racist. The same American dream that they tell white kids they can have in this country is not the same American dream that the African American can have in this country. And you know, these are things that, you know, they puzzle me, because you know, people just they really don't know things out here. And you know, this is no disrespect to anybody who, you know, says that, you know, black people can be, you know, racist. All I'm saying is that do your history, do your research, don't just talk. You know, black people have no power to systematically exclude white people from opportunities in this country, but white people do. White people have a history in America of corrupting African Americans and other nationalities. Now they call us the minorities, but just like the brother said, Jay Wade, you know, I'm sorry if I'm messing your name up, but he said that we're really the majority. But because they own this country, they have all the economical power and pretty much all the political power, we're considered the minorities. But you know, this is the point I want to make. Black people cannot be racist. They can't. They can be prejudiced, but they cannot be racist. And you know, I'm gonna put a link in the description box. Y'all check out the article. You know, this is a debate that goes on all the time, and it's really just, you know, lack of knowledge. You know, I'm gonna just keep the shit real. But y'all check it out. Read it. I'm not gonna say, you know, read the whole thing, but read the first couple of paragraphs, because it really breaks down the definition of racism. Just because, you know, a white person says, okay, well, I don't like that nigga over there, and that's racism or whatever, that doesn't mean it's the same definition for a black person. But you know, that's basically all I want to say. I want to clear that up. You know, y'all go take some classes. Go take a race and ethnicity class. Go take a political science class. Get educated. Don't come on YouTube leaving comments or making videos and shit and you don't really know what's up. And I don't want no white people coming on my page talking about, oh, you're blaming the white society for your black culture's issue. No, I'm not. Just like I've said in previous videos, I'm not waiting on the government or white society or President Obama to change my situation. I changed my situation on my own. And I think a lot of, you know, black folks out there, we need to get that mindset. Stop looking for these jokers to help us out. They're not going to give us nothing. They never have gave us anything. We got to get it on our own. Control your fucking dollar. I say that all the time. Stop, you know, confusing hate and prejudice with racism or being racist. You know, just like the new Black Panther Party. I don't support that whole movement. You know, I'm down with the original Black Panther Party, but I don't support the new movie because basically I think they preach a lot of hate. You know, I think it's wrong to go out and say, you know, to another white woman, oh, all white babies must die, and I'm gonna kill you, white woman, just because of the national. That's wrong. That's hate there. But I'm not gonna say those brothers are being racist, because they can be racist. Not in this situation. Not without any power in this country. They can't be racist. But they do practice hate, and they are prejudiced. And to that Alexis James, or whoever the hell you are, you can eat a big fat dick, because like I said before, I don't mind people disagreeing with me or having a different point of view, but do it in a respectful way. Have some goddamn class, especially when you don't do any videos and you don't even have a picture up. But yeah, you want to come and voice your little 2% opinion that didn't even make any sense. But y'all check out the links in the description box. I got Angel Summing Up 7 in there, breaking it down for y'all. Pretty much the same way I did. And I got a white woman, giving her ideology on the whole situation, which she made unvalid comparison, which I thought was really dumb. But hey, y'all can check the video out. They all gonna be in the description box. Check the article out. I'm out, y'all. Get educated.